Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, it's the 23rd of March today, 2025. Yeah, spring is here. The eyepiece when I'm examining my coins. We've been around the car boots this morning. I was at an antiques and collectors fair again at Bolton. We bought a fantastic coin. I want to show you them at the end of the video if I've got time. A real beautiful coin I bought today, a very expensive coin as well, but it upgrades the one I've already got, so the reason why I bought this particular one. But anyway, we'll show you what we got at the end of the video. Now this week we've been trying to get a bit more progress with the compost bins, but before we can even build the compost bins, we've got to get rid of all the compost which was there and to lay a floor. And well, I was umming and ahhing where I was going to put the compost. In the end, we put it into one of the compost bins to get rid of it. So you're going to see me doing some of that, and you get to see the floor. We're doing a little bit on the floor, and then you get to see the mock-up of what these bins are going to look like. They're going to look a lot like they are, but there's a few tweaks I've got to do. And so let me show you what we've been up, how far we've got with the.
So this is the mission today, and it's to go through all this compost, wriggle it out, remove it from here, because this is where the new compost bins are going to be. So all this lot's got to be shifted. This eventually get moved out of the way. All this lot here is going to be, I'm working this way. That's going to be my area for all these pots. I've got hundreds of pots, so they're all going to go there. And well, we'll get round to that. But right now I'm working on clearing all this soil. I had to move this soil before I go any further. So I get my shovel, I get my wheelbarrow, I get my buckets, and we'll sift through all this. And I'll probably end up throwing this into this where the strawberries used to be. So this potentially is all going in there. I'm not quite decided yet, but anyway, so this is what it looks like here at the moment. Like I say, all this is there's rotting wood and everything here. This is where the old compost bins used to be. Well, part of it, it's all spilled out, so it all needs digging. Right, I'm going to crack on. So I'll catch you in a bit, guys. We've got a couple of buckets of compost there. That's a, we've got a lot to move here. Probably 3 or 4 barrel loads. About 8 buckets. Like I said, a 30 litre bucket, so I've got about 240. If there's 4 wheelbarrows, that means there's 240 litres of compost to be sifted through. Now I can do one or two things. I can stick it into one of my beds, or I could just tip it into one of my compost bins here, because I've been using some of the compost out there, so I could actually put it into there. I haven't quite decided yet. So we tipped that compost into here, and got many more buckets still to do. There's another one. So that's what we're doing. We cleared all the compost. I've covered this area over. That ain't how the compost bins is going to be. We've got to put paving stones down. Now it slopes down here. Now I've got this gravel, got bags of it, so I might lay it here, sit the paving stones and build it up so it's level, and then we'll put these, mount them. Trouble is, it's easy to do them ones, but it's going to be a lot difficult here because I can't get in behind this tank. So we've got to do a bit of creative work here with these. It's a long process still to go, but we'll get on with it. But yeah, what I do need to do is move these pallets into there, so I've got access to the paving stones which are up there. So yep, it's all to play for, guys. It's all to play for. Quick update on where we're at now. We've cleared all the compost from here. Got the paving stones now. We cleared all this lot there, all them pallets are there, so we've got access to them. Because I'm certainly not going to walk all the way around there, struggle through here, just to lay a few paving stones there. This gravel, which we got lots of, I'm going to build up the back here, because as you can see it's on the slope, and I want it level. So we've got to do that first. We've got to put the gravel down and level the paving stones. Once they're level, then I can set the pallets on, screw them together, start thinking about cladding it, putting screws everywhere, and then we can build the doors and everything else. Sadly, there's not much you can see because it's too dark, and I'm using this GoPro. I should have brought one of my other cameras, unfortunately. But what we're doing, we're trying to lay a base here. So I put 5 bags of gravel down there to build this front lip up. I've still got more there, and we actually got sand there. So what I'm going to do now is get the other 4 paving stones from over there and lay them on. See what happens. But it's level that way. That's the main thing. Bloody hard work, I tell you, messing about with this stuff. You've got to really got to G yourself up when you're doing stuff like this, guys. No point in stopping and starting, because it just gets monotonous. You need to start and you need to finish it this very same day. If you don't finish it, a lot of people never finish it, and they always get some other bugger to do it for them. Anyway, we built all this area up here. It is about 2 inches lower here, that's why we put the gravel here. We've got the second one, just got 2 more to go now. We're getting there. It's not perfect, but it's level. As long as it's level, I ain't got a problem. I could do with digging them scaffolding bars out there. Then again, once I've cleared all this lot here, I will do. But yeah, we're getting that step closer to mocking these things up and seeing what they look like. That's what we'll probably end up doing shortly. So we made some good progress today. We got this done, got the floor down, and we'll get these these pallets on here soon. What I want to do is probably clad the outsides. Actually, I don't need to clad the outsides. It's the insides that need cladding, but I probably will clad the outside as well. I did it pretty much on these. What I'm going to have to do is, before we put these together, I'm going to have to put the wood on because I won't be able to get the wood on the back once I push them up on here. But what do we need? 2, 4, 6, 7. There, I've got plenty. And if I want to make the other one, I'm going to need 1 more of them. I didn't realise that one was just too short. So we'll get rid of that. I don't know why I'm going to get rid of that. I'll keep it for now. But yeah, we've got a lot of messing about here today. But I want to clad in the back of that as well. Stick a board against it and screw a few panels in it. I'm going to do on the other side. I just want to stop anything from getting in there, really. I don't want anything, rats are going under it. It'd be difficult for them to get underneath there because it's all paving stone, but they find a gap, you know, to get in. It's happy home. Be perfect. Be like a 6-story home for them, wouldn't it? If you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they chewed all the way up, and rats will chew through it. You know, them teeth they've got on them. They chew throughout, the buggers. So what you're looking at here is a mock-up of the compost bins. Now it's 4 inches high because that there is 4 inches lower. Simple as that. And I wasn't prepared to dig another 4 inches of soil out of there, that's for sure. Now this has to all be put together correctly. It's just thrown the scaffolding boards on the top. These doors, we're going to do the same as the other ones, or maybe we might be able to do these with hinges. Put hinges on these ones, I don't know. But I've got all the wood to clad them and everything, and all the panels. It's going to panel them inside and out. Nothing to be able to get in there. Only through the slit in the top, the like on the other one. And they will be clad in plastic to protect them so they last longer. But that's where we're at the moment. We got the base on this morning. I thought we'd just throw these up here just to have a quick look. I forget how I built them now, but this is it. This is the way they've got to go together. But obviously we can't have bits sticking out here and bits sticking in here, and they're not being the same size. And one slightly goes up there, and that's that. I think it's that wood, that pallet there. So I'm going to rotate that pallet out and replace it with a different pallet. That one's slightly bigger than all the others now. I've got one here and I've got one round the other side. So yeah, when we come to put them together, the red one will disappear. Unfortunately, that will go. But yeah, this is basically something similar to the one around the other side. So this is what it looks like at the moment, and what it will potentially look like is something similar to that.
Now all I need now are the screws, and bring me tools, and we can clad build these planters, and then we'll cover them in plastic. But yeah, today when I was on the Warrington car boot, I bought a lot of boxes of screws that I needed. So we've got everything we need. It's just need the time to do it now. I've got hospital appointments all next week. I'm not looking forward to that. So whether we're going to get any further with this project, I don't know next week. I did know that I needed to start getting my potatoes in the buckets and my first earlies. So on St. Patrick's Day we decided to do that in the front greenhouse. So quick recap, we use the clover multi-purpose, this stuff. It's a peat based compost. I've used potato grow more, which is specialised for the potatoes, and we sown the first two varieties of potatoes almost, I say. So we've put the seed potatoes in, 2 to each bucket. I think there was the Rocket and the Casablanca. So you got all that information now. I will repeat what I've said in the video, but it was so tight in the greenhouse working in it, it was difficult to do anything, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, 10 buckets we've done in the front greenhouse. Let me show you me doing.
So this morning we've been clearing the front greenhouse out, clearing all this side out, and we've got these 10 30-litre buckets in here. I'm going to be using that clover. We need 5 bags of that. That's 60 litres, and well,
we need 300 litres to fill these buckets, so it works out 5 of them bags. What I do need is some potato grow more, so I'm gonna have to go and get some of that. I'm not too sure if I've got some at the back of, in my back greenhouse, so I'll just have to nip over to the shop and get some from there. It's quite expensive actually for what it is, but if you want decent potatoes, you've got to use the good stuff. So we've got the compost. There's a compost, so we're going to be taking 5 of these bags out, probably them 5 there. I get my seed potatoes, and the next thing you're going to see is me putting the compost into these 10 buckets. So I've just put my buckets into the front greenhouse. These are 30 litre potato buckets. There's nothing in them at the moment. In that bucket there is some potato grow more. And what I'm going to do, I need 5 bags of clover multi-purpose compost. And what we're going to do, we're going to put 15 litres in each bucket, and we're going to put a cup of the potato grow more, mix that up, and then throw the rest of the compost in the buckets. Again, mix that up with the potato grow more what's already in the bucket, and then we're putting 2 seed potatoes per bucket. The rest of them I'm going to be giving away to friends, and then we'll leave them in the greenhouse. So all I need now to do is go and get me clover multi-purpose compost. So this is where it gets very tight in the greenhouse with all this compost. So I'm gonna put half of it into all the buckets, and then we'll come back and we'll mix some of that potato grow more in as well. And then we'll top the buckets up, mix it up, then we'll put the spuds in. I'm going to put the compost to about 2 inches short of the tops of these 30 litre buckets. So we're using this clover. We've got 5 bags here, and 5 bags will do the 10 of these buckets. These are 60 litre bags, and they're 30 litre buckets. So 1 bag does 2 buckets. Right, I don't even know whether this camera's pointing at these potato buckets, but I've decided to just leave the camera here for now. So what I'm doing, slicing open the bags. I save the bags to put in rubbish in. So what I'm basically doing is oops, a bit too much in that one. Right, so we've got the buckets half full. What we're going to do now, we can open it with this not so sharp knife. There we go. Half fill it, and then put half a cup in each of the buckets. Like I say, just about half full. Now then, the trick is to mix it all in. Go right to the bottom of the bucket, mix it all up. Right, the next trick, seed potatoes. Now what we do, we put 2 per bucket, and what we're going to do, we're going to push them in so they're about 2.5 inches, 3 inches off the bottom, and then what we'll do is we'll put the compost over them. So that's what we're doing now. Actually, we get them in the right place. There we go. Right, so like I say, I'm putting 2 potatoes in each bucket. Now what I will do is cover these now with more compost, and what I'll do is add a bit more of this potato grow more into that top bit, and then the potatoes will grow through it, and hopefully we'll get some nice potatoes. So these ones are the Casablanca, and what I'll do, I'm going to do the same process with the rocket. Again, chits. Right, so what I'll do now, I need to get out here to get the rest of the compost, so I'm going to top them up and then we'll come back after that. What I will do as well, I will give them a good watering, and I'll do that in a moment. So we're going to water the bottom part, then we'll tip the top part in and do this process over again. So I'm just going to have to move these out of the way for now. So I need to move the camera, so but you get the idea, this is what we're doing. As you see, we've got a bit more on the top of this compost of this potato grow more. I'm going to put the last bag over the top, mix it all in, leaving the spuds on the bottom, and then we just leave it. We'll give it a good watering. Now we've already watered the potato just below this first. There's 2 lots of soil in here. Obviously, there's the soil with the potato grow more and the potatoes. We've added water to that, and we threw more compost in, and now we've just stuck a bit more potato grow more on the top. We're just going to mix that up on the top. Obviously we're going to add some of this compost, and then that's it. A couple of labels, one here and one there, so I know which ones are which. And then it's leaving them to do the business. Once they get to about, say, 12 inches high, which will be the end of April, we can put them out with some fleece over them, and well, there's plenty of fleece to be putting over them. Right, so I'm going to crack on. Like I said, what I've got to do is just mixing it in like this, so it's all nice and mixed. You don't have to go too deep. And yeah, the potatoes will grow through that. So you get the picture. Right, anyway, I'm going to add this rest of this compost, and then we'll come back for the final look. Oh, it's got a leak. So these ones here are Casablanca, and these ones here are Rocket. There we go, guys, all done. So we got 5 buckets of Casablanca, 5 buckets of Rocket. We put them in on St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully we'll be getting these in about 15 weeks, 12 to 15 weeks, all depending on how they do. We will be removing them from the greenhouse around the end of April and putting them outside along with the rest of the potatoes that we're going to be doing, but that's for another day. Anyway, they're all wrapped up. I've got some cabbage there what I need to stick in the beds as well. I've got them covered in fleece over there. There's a few things still going here, but yeah, we're starting to make moves now in getting things planted. But yeah, this was a job that I needed to get done. So hopefully, when we get the compost bins sorted, we'll be able to take them out of that greenhouse and put them into the final place, and then we can put the other 20 buckets in. Then that's what all this compost for is, for the other 20 buckets. I've got 4 more varieties. We do 5 buckets of each, so it's all to play for really. I just need to sort the compost bins out. Also this week we've been doing some seed sowing, some cabbages, with some lettuce, more cabbage, broccoli. There's a couple of sequence of clips here, and you're going to show me doing sowing some of these things now. So let me show you what we've been sowing. Today we're doing these Savoy cabbage called Virtuous 2s, and we're doing these red cabbage called Road Cop, and we're doing these Cos lettuce called Paris Islands Cos. Now they come with these little labels, so we don't need to do the labels, and well, you might not be able to see too well there, but you don't get many seeds. So what we're doing, we're sprinkling all the seeds into here, all the seeds, and we're going to try and germinate them all. I'm going to end up giving quite a few of these away, but the ones I'm going to keep some for myself. So move the labels to one side. Get my scissors, cut the top off. Now, like I say, you don't get many seeds. So these are the lettuce, and sprinkling. Now they're quite easy to prick out. These, it's not difficult. And when you're growing so many different varieties of vegetables,
it's best to grow them like this, because you're not going to, obviously we're not going to use them all. I'll probably use about 12 of these, and I must have done about 200 of them. Again, we give them to other plot holders. Again, seeds there. These are not so many. I think we got them all. Yep, empty. So these seeds, like I say, just there's not so many of them. So we'll just sprinkle them around best we can. It's difficult to see where we planted them, so there's going to be a bit patchy, but hey, at the end of the day, they're not going to be in there for very long. So they're the red cabbage. And now for the Savoy. There's one in the corner there. There it goes. Whoops. Just typical. There we go. Well, cut the top off. I'm sort of leaning over the cameras here, which makes it even awkwarder. Again, there's a few seeds left in there, but that's all you get. So just sprinkle them in. Gonna have plenty of room to grow these, prick them out. There's a couple more left in that packet. The trouble with my hands is carpal tunnel, and manipulating the bags is a nightmare. So there are 2 more seeds. Now then, this is tap water which has been left in the greenhouse for at least a week. All the chlorine's out of it, and it's just a matter of wetting the compost and the seeds, getting them nice and wet. And now it's just a sprinkling of compost over the top, light sprinkling. Clean around the edges. Now less water. Clean the sides. Now propagator lids, here they are. So there's number 1 propagator lid, number 2, and there's the 3rd one. These will take about 3 days for them to actually start to germinate, 3 to 4 days. We'll keep an eye on them anyway. I'll let you know, but these, I don't need these. But yeah, these are probably go on the top shelf in one of my greenhouses. Now we've already got cabbage about 4 or 5 inches high, what we sold earlier this year, which I forgot all about. Anyway, we pricked them out. In fact, they're up there. But anyway, this is some more, and all this, like I said, half of this will be given to friends, and the other half will be, well, some of it I'll be given to me, I'll be using myself. But we always do more, because we like to give people a treat. The ones that can't afford to buy them, and they can't find somewhere to actually buy them from. Well, once I've took my share out, we give them away. So we'll leave these now, just sitting here, chugging away. and I'll come back to these. By the way, today's date, it's the 22nd. There we go. So we'll keep an eye on them. 22nd of March. See what happens. Like I say, it's just a couple of days to germinate normally. So today we're going to be sowing some brassicas. We've got these pointy head greyhound cabbages. We're going to be putting them in there, and we've got these this broccoli. It's autumn calibras, again going in there. We've got some Brussels sprouts called Groninger, and again in here. What we're going to do, we're going to put all the seeds. There's not a lot in there. We're going to sprinkle them into these, and then we're going to obviously sprinkle some compost over the top of them. I've already got labels there ready to go in the packs. This is John Innes multi-purpose seed potting compost, and what I'm going to do before we do anything, just going to wet the seed, well, wet the compost. Wetting the compost, we're putting the seeds onto a wet surface, and again, I don't expect them to be hundreds of seeds, but there will be a few seeds in here. Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of them. And we're going to put the lot in, and I am going to, like I say, prick them all out, and we'll be passing these around the allotment. I know it's probably thinking, yeah, it's a bit overkill here. To be quite honest with you, so do I. There's quite a lot of seeds there, so what I do, I put these ones, what's left of them, back in the pack here, and we'll put them into the community room, see if anyone else wants to use them. We will be giving them these. Again, this is the broccoli. I've learnt it's easier to do it this way. Like I say, what I don't use, I just give to other people. But can never do enough of these. These should be up in a space of a week. They don't take forever to come up. Where are you? Oh God, I'm tipping them everywhere here. At least they're all going into that tray. The problem is with these, you never always seem to, next year comes, you'll have these empty, you have these packets like this, and you won't know what to do with them. So it's best to do a load of them, give them to people. Again, just wetting the seeds. Get them seeds wet, and then they'll start to germinate straight away. That's normally what I find happening. Bit of pixie dust over the top. This is that John Innes seed potting compost. Just tidy around the edge. I've actually got a little thing here, just tamp them down. Not putting any pressure on them. Again, one more watering. Might as well just clean around the top of the trays. I guarantee they'll take about 3 to 4 days for them to germinate. So label goes in, label goes in, label goes in. The propagator lids that we're going to be using are these, and there's actually a little regulator there. The regulator's turned to off, so no air can get in there. It's just a matter of putting them over the top. There's number 2. Another one inside there. Let's just take this one out. There we go. So we've got lots of these. So they're just sitting here for now. I will put them into the back greenhouse shortly. But all these ones here, we're just going to throw them into the shop, into the lock up, and we'll get rid of these. When I say lock up, I mean community room. So like I say, give them a week and these will all be up, and then we'll be pricking them out, that's for sure. I guarantee you, they don't take no time at all, brassicas, to germinate. They really don't.
So yeah, there's another 5 or 6 varieties there. We did sow more, but the video's going to get too long, so I decided to just skip them. I'll show you them next week, the rest of them next week. But yeah, everything that I've sold, all except for 1 or 2, have all come up and they're all germinated. I've got greenhouses full of seeds, seedlings which need pricking out, and we've got to find places for them all. I've got to start in here as well with the I've got all these halos to wash as well, so this is another project for next week, washing all these halos, and then the halos for the front greenhouse as well. So there's a lot to play for. Now, with it being the first week of spring, I thought we'd take you on a walk around the plot and show you what the plot looks like. So this is the first week of spring, guys. I think I did it around about the 20th. I can't remember now. I may mention it in the video. If I don't, I think it was around about the 20th. So this is what the plot looks like there. Well guys, I thought we'd take you on a quick walk around the plot. There's some of my girls there, looking at us. Little buggers they are, make such a noise. We've not put anything in these beds yet. They're all prepared. I just need to put some nets on them first. I'm thinking of sticking some shallots into that one there, into that frame. Again, this bed is nothing in, or that one over there. We've got garlic and a few cabbages and what have you in that bed. We'll get round to them in a minute. You can see all the tulips starting to come up now in the long ear. This is the back greenhouse. As you can see in the grow house there's lots of seeds starting to germinate underneath here. They're all germinating. Even that one there, chilies are germinating. These are new ones we just done. They're innocuous. That's all. Every one of them have come up. I had my doubts. I thought there was one which should fail, but they've all come up. Just sown these. These are some calendula. However, there's a few come up, and well, not much else at the moment. Again, coming here, a few broad beans have germinated. Come out of here, shut the door, keep the heat in. All these planters are all firing up now with daffodils and tulips, crocuses, there's violas, dwarf daffodils, there's hyacinths there just around the corner. Again, some white daffodils in amongst the, well, they're tat-tat, I forget what them ones are, they're slightly bigger daffodils. I don't know if you can see the size of that one compared to that. They're all different, and we've got tulips, more tulips coming up here, and all coming up here as well. all along the borders. You've got tulips and daffodils and all these planters right the way along the boards. Come along here again, we've got daffs and tulips coming up along here. This bed's full of tulips along the front, and there's a few daffs mixed in amongst them. Daffodils coming up along the back. There's some dwarf tulips over there and then planters. Again, quite a lot of daffodils there. There's more different varieties coming up. There's not just one or two varieties, there's lots of varieties. And I can see some buds appearing on the gooseberries as well, on these two here, and on the blueberry there. Elderberry's even got a few leaves starting to form now. All the planters are coming to life. This one in particular is all starting to come up now. Again, tulips and crocuses in there. We've got violas and these some hard standings there in these things. Planters. There's Buttercup chilling in the greenhouse. Time nearly 20 past 11. And that's going to the front greenhouse. Again, we've got 10 buckets, first earlies, Rocket and Casablanca, and we've got lots of seeds there, all sown in all these pots here. Got some cabbages and collie underneath there. We've sowed some catnip for Buttercup up there. Again, we've sown some more marigolds, and they're just starting to come up in here. Got them all covered in fleece. Yep, come out of here. Again, you can see it's not rained for a bit, and it's a bit dry, the ground. Won't be long before we'll be cutting the grass. So these are my other, this is my other planter. Some tulips coming in here and daffodils all the way around the back. Again, we've got some different coloured hyacinths over there, some pink and purple and reds and violet as well. Lovely hyacinths. And in each of these planters there's lots and lots of, there's even tulips coming open there. This bed, again, daffodils all the way around the perimeter. There's lots more coming up in around these edges here, and these are all tulips as well. Tulips in here, there's tulips, there's daffodils all around the rhubarb and tulips around the rhubarb. The rhubarb's doing alright. Give it another 2 weeks, we'll be having some of that rhubarb, I would imagine. The snowdrops have started to die back now. They go back into the ground and you disappear in the next 4 to 5 weeks. And just throw a bit of wood chip over the top, not a lot. And then planters there, it won't be long before they start to flower as well. And again, we've got different varieties of daffodils. There's all sorts of daffodils there. I mean, that one there is beautiful, isn't it? I forget the names of these now. That there's mint. This is all garlic. Again, all the planters are all filling up, all except for the 4 around the pond. We've got a few veg here, a few brassicas, more garlic there. Going to be lifting that off there shortly and checking under there to see how everything's doing. The lucifers usually the first things to come up, and like I say, it's spring now, so they should be coming up. Yeah, these 4 planters here, there's nothing in except for, well, because all that lot dive down then, all the frogs. The pond is absolutely stacked with frogs in there. Oh, there's one just popped up there. And we've got lots of goldfish in there as well, as you know. All the yellow flag irises are starting to come back as well. Lots of little lads starting to pop back up, frogs that is. Yeah, I'm going to have to find some. I think I'm going to stick the ranunculus in there, some ranunculus, and I can do that shortly. Again, planter. Sorry, this brassica cage here. We've got some brassicas to stick in here. We want to do it now. Working on this back part here now. Up to last week we just managed to clear this lot. Well, this week we've done a bit here, as you already know, because I would have shown you this before I've shown you the video, but I'm showing you now. So yeah, we've got the paving stones in and the gravel. This is the mock-up. I'll be coming with me screwy guns and screwing everything down and putting all the panels up and everything. Once we've got all this all tight, all covered with plastic, I'm going to stick all them boards on top of there out of the way, and then we can work his way along here. I want to tidy all this area. That brown bin there is full of compost. We've got lots of paving stones here to do around the other side, where I want to make a little bit of a place to put all my buckets. Compost bins are full. Someone's been sleeping in the top of that, probably Buttercup. So come along here, and down here is where we're going to put paving stones, and all these planters, what you see, all these buckets are all going to be contained down here. All this back will be clad as well. So yeah, lot to play for. There we go. This is Mark's new plot. He's getting to grips with it. It looks 10 times better than it used to. I've got to tell you guys, it'll look like that eventually. But he's done he's cleared the stuff he's took off this plot. It's incredible. To get rid of it, I had to rubbish what was on it. But it's all gone. Anyway, I'm happy he's here anyway, because it's difficult keeping this camera off this plot, to be quite honest, be honest with you. When I'm doing my shots, my videos and my plot, it used to get caught up in it. It was always 6 foot of bloody weed. It was terrible. But yeah, he's really tidied up. Some chickens over there, Paul's chickens, and Mark's got chickens up here. Anyway, that's what the plot's looking like. These boards here are for another raised bed up there. As you can see, the paths have got a lovely coating of wood chip. So we're all ready for spring here. Well, it is spring. 20th was the first day of spring. It's the 22nd today. So yeah, that's what the plot's looking like. We've got a southerly wind blowing at the moment. I can see the old flag giving it some. There we go. Like I say, we'll be back here for some rhubarb shortly. All the trees are now getting buds on them, so these will be full of leaves shortly. And that pole that we got there, I will do something with that eventually, but it's there for a reason. I've left it. You know what'll probably happen, it'll probably throw shoots out, and who knows, we might get some decent peaches out of it. But that used to be a peach tree there, until we cut it like we've just done. Yep, this tree has got all its buds coming on now. This golden delicious. Yeah, you can see all the buds on this as well. There are little flowers all over this shortly. Right, so I'll leave you with that shot. So as you see, lots of daffodils coming up, lots of flowers coming up. They all seem to be, a lot of them seem to be the same colour at the moment, but there is lots of different varieties in them colours. They might all be yellows and whites, but there's so many different permutations: big trumpets, small trumpets, tall daffodils, short daffodils. There's tat-the-tat. There's all sorts of daffodils, and there's lots of different colours daffodils still to come up. And the tulips are very slow this year coming up, but there is 1 or 2 flowering here, just here. The hyacinths look lovely out there, all pinks, purples, lilacs, there's reds, there's 4 different colours of hyacinths there. All the bushes are starting to get all the leaves back on them, so it's everything's starting to warm up, and everything's starting to look more like an allotment. Everything's growing really well. Got lots of stuff to be planted as well shortly. Onions I've not put the onions in yet. I will do them in the next day or 2 if everything goes well at the hospital. I'm still suffering, limping around here with my bloody foot after dropping that that big piece of concrete on my foot. Yeah, that really hurt, that, I've got to tell you. You've seen my face when it dropped. It was a picture. I would love to have got a picture of it as it fell on me. Unfortunately I didn't. So that's what the allotment's looking like at the moment. We've got lots of stuff done again this week. It is the busiest part of the year. Preparation, getting everything ready, ready to go in. You know, I'll still be sowing seeds come December. I never do stop. I've got lots of flowers to sort out as well, prick out. I want to say lots. I've got trays and trays and trays of them. I've got pots of them there with a small pot with about 100 of them in. We've got to find homes for them all, so it's going to be fun finding places for them as well. But we do give lots of them away. Anyway, moving on from that, like I say, we was at the Antiques and Collectors Fair at Bolton today, and we bought a fantastic coin, which you're going to see now, along with a few others as well. So let me show you what I've been wasting my money on.
Well guys, this is what we've been buying on the car boots today. We bought these two Allotment 50p's. That's Christmas 50p, that's 1981. Lovely coin, bit of tone in there, I'm not too mithered about that. And then we got this 1982, the next year, again, another lovely coin. And I saw this, I thought it's a silver proof. It's a cycling, Olympic cycling, 2011. Now I've already got the full set of these silver proof, but I saw it and I thought, well, for 15 quid, why not get it? So yeah, beautiful coin. There we go. And then I found this, I've seen this one here, this £5. It's Prince Charles' 70th birthday. It's £5 silver proof. Beautiful there. Flip it the other way around, you've got the Queen on the other side. There we go, 2018. That one was a bargain. I paid 45 for that. Now then, what we're looking at here, whoops, get the camera straight. So on the edge inscription on this it says Octavo. It's 1709 half crown. Now it's an upgrade to the one I've already got. The one I already got cost me 150 quid. But this is a beautiful coin. Flip it that way. There you go. Look at the detail on that. It's hardly got any wear on it. And I'm going to have it graded, this one. It's probably VF. But it's an upgrade to the one I already had. Now it's a rarer of the Queen Anne coins. Yeah, I've got a lot of Queen Anne, but yeah, it's a bit, obviously it's wear on the eye points, that's to be expected, but the detail is absolutely fantastic. It's like I say, it's sterling, and yeah, it's going to add to my collection. So that's basically what we've been wasting his money on today. That is my favourite for sure.
So yeah, as you saw there, a beautiful Queen Anne, 1709. It's a rare of the dates. It's got great definition on it. It's a beautiful coin. It's worth every penny I paid for it. And yeah, the rest of them there, they're all beautiful coins at the end of the day. I was upgrading that Queen Anne. I had one which it cost me 150 quid. It wasn't nowhere as good as that one. So you'd think could have upgraded it, I should sell the other one, but I never sell any coins. And when we do upgrade them all the time, so I've got multiples of these coins, and as I get better grades, you know, it makes a better collection. I wish when I first started collecting coins, I'd actually listened to my granddad, who gave me his collection. I mean, he gave me a fantastic coin collection. To start off with, that was over 50 years ago, and I've been collecting ever since, and adding to it every week. I've always been adding to it. And he said, buy quality, buy rarity. That's what you want to buy. You can buy it in bulk. Sometimes you get lucky, you buy something in bulk, and you know, the sort of real rare one, a gem in it, and I do that still now. I just can't resist them deals on the car boots where there's a big box of them and they want a tenner to spend many hours sifting through them, checking them all. Honestly, you can't find better things to do than do that. I mean, it's fantastic. The search for where you're going to find a rare coin or something like that is great. But always, if you, I've been telling people, if you're gonna start collecting coins, collect the best, collect the key dates first. That way, if you don't collect the date run, you've still got the key date, and you can still sell that key date for a profit. Key dates always increase in value. They never decrease, because they're very rare. A key date is a rare coin. There's less of them made, so people want them, and the price just gets driven up. It's like with the 1905 half crowns. I mean, even a scratched up, banged up one now costs you 550 quid. And 2 years ago, that same coin would probably cost you 200 quid. And you could have, you know, so it's always best to try and get the key dates first. Anyway, that's just for the people who do tune in to watch the coins as well as the gardening. If you're going to do it, collect the rare ones first, and quality always works. Anyway, that's it for now. Buttercup's fallen asleep. She's got that bored of me. She's on the floor here, crashed out. It's quite warm today. Wow, that can't be right. 100 Fahrenheit 100 Fahrenheit in the greenhouse. It feels a bit hot. But anyway, I'm going to get off. I'm going to try and get the video edited, get it up a bit later. I hope you enjoy the video. I know it's a long one. I know we do these long ones. We should really make them short and do one every day. But you know, I don't have the analytics, so I don't make any money from it. So if I want to make money, I make a video every day. Simple as that. But I don't. So, and I hate the adverts. Here's a question for you. I know I'm going on a bit. Do you think this channel is suitable for children? Now I've got it turned off. Not suitable for children. Do you think it is suitable for children, or should I just leave it turned off if it's not suitable? I'll leave that to you to give me the answer to. So that's a question I put to you. Do you think it's suitable for kids to watch this channel? I know I've got Buttercup here. She does make me swear sometimes. But she is the star of the show after all. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. You stay safe. Goodbye for now.